By the looks of my watch, it's officially grave time. For the past 14 years of my life, I've worked in the mailroom at the Department of Tax and Fee Administration located at 450 N Street in downtown Sacramento. There's been a lot of interesting history about this particular building, such as windows falling out of the building, black mold, floods, and not to mention before my time, back in 1993, roughly 6 to 7 months after the building had opened, a man came into the building with a gun, took hostages on the 18th floor, and was eventually shot and killed. Now, one floor down is the 17th floor, and for roughly the past 10 to 12 years, I've been having strange paranormal encounters on this floor, specifically the southeast wing hallway. I will tell you a couple weird stories, and I will show some interesting evidence of something that I've caught on film. Now, as I sit here and narrate this footage that I filmed, I realize that I filmed this all out of sync. And so my storytelling is going to be slightly off, and so just bear with me. So typically we go from floor to floor and we deliver mail and or pick up mail. And during the pandemic, basically no one came into work. So my floor was essential, so majority of us came to work. I never teleworked once, so the only time I wasn't at work was if I took the day off or if I wasn't feeling good. Anyways, we're coming up to this doorway here, and this is where I would use an application called Ghost Tube. It's like simulates an SLS camera. I've don't really know what to think of it. I don't know if it's like Pokemon where, it's all generated, but I have caught some strange things in one of the office chairs, and here is some of the evidence that I found. Now, this was all filmed about a year ago.
I see you. Can you raise your arm? Raise both of your arms.
Now, I'm sure a bunch of you are probably scratching your head like, I have no idea what I just saw. What I think I am seeing is something manifesting in the chair. And through using this application called Ghost Tube, which is supposed to mimic an SLS camera, what the SLS camera is trying to do is it's looking for human features. And then what it does is it maps them out with a stick figure form. And so here it looks like something is sitting in the chair. What I end up doing in this next experiment to try to debunk everything is I take the chair and I move it to a different location and then film it from a distance. Nothing appears, so then I move the chair back, and like clockwork, whatever it is comes back and sits down in the chair. And it's back. Now, across from the doorway that we caught the anomaly is a doorway that leads to the stairwell. And if these doors are not closed all the way, they're ajar. And the reason why they're ajar is because people don't close the doors behind them. But the other factor is the airflow in the building. You have the air conditioning, or the air unit that's circulating air. You have the airways that are in the stairwell. You have the airways in the elevators. And then even when people come in and out of the downstairs portion of the building. So you have different flows of air throughout the building, and that pressure builds up. And if a person doesn't close the door behind them, the door can stay ajar. And it definitely does cause some security issues. Well, this particular time, which was about 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was delivering mail, I walked by and the door handle wasn't jiggling, which when the door handle jiggles, it means that the door is not closed all the way, and that's the pressure of the air controlling the door handle. So when I had walked by, this door handle wasn't jiggling like out of control, which means that it was closed all the way. As I walked 2 doors down to the mail station to drop off mail and pick up mail, all of a sudden the door just opens by itself halfway, and then it closed. And I said hello, and no one answered. So I went towards the door, opened the door, which at that point I didn't see anyone. I said hello in the stairwell, and there was a bit of an echo. No one responded, and so I went ahead and closed the door from the inside of the stairwell, tried to debunk this, tried to make sure, okay, what exactly happened here? Was this door not closed all the way? What's the situation? Anyways, I can't 100% rule this out as paranormal or ghost activity or haunting, but it's unusual for the fact that it's taking place on the 17th floor on the southeast side of the hallway where we caught the anomaly, and where I'm about ready to tell another strange story that took place. So about 10 or 12 years ago, I came to the 17th floor, which this portion of the building was not occupied. The other side was. And it was common for people to leave mail tubs and mail trays in the mail station. And I would go down there to pick up some because we were low on quantity. And when you would open the door to a mail station, typically the lights are on a timer. And when you walk past the threshold of the doorway into the room, the lights come on by a sensor. Well, these lights didn't come on. When I had opened the door, I noticed something strange about the room. It looked like there was smoke inside, and like white smoke. Maybe it wasn't smoke. I mean, it was something like a cross between smoke, fog, or even a mist. And as soon as I turned on the light, it disappeared. And so I kind of was like, what the heck did I just see? So I immediately got out of the mailroom and tried to compose myself to figure out what did I just encounter. I went back in there and I started sniffing around to see if I could smell smoke, or something like burning. I couldn't smell anything. So I went around the corner, cat a corner, and knocked on the door to the office there, which is Eternal Affairs. Someone answered the door. It was this gentleman. I don't remember his name. And I asked him if he would assist me in the mailroom. I said, I think I saw smoke when I opened the door. But I said, as soon as I turned on the lights, it went away. And so he had no clue what the hell I was talking about. He went in there, he looked around, he said, I don't see anything out of the normal, and I don't smell anything. And I just told him, it's like, look, man, I know what I saw. I'm just telling you just to bring it up because it could be a safety issue. Anyways, just, like I said, this happened 10 to 12 years ago. And leading up to the strange anomaly I got down there in the hallway, and then the door opening by itself. I think something's going on the 17th floor on the southeast side of the hallway. In closing, I just would like to say that there is something strange going on in this building. More than one unusual thing has happened in this place. And for anyone who works in this building who watches this video, if you have your own story to tell of something you've encountered that is out of the normal, please be sure to contact me through email and or seek me out in the mailroom. To everyone else watching, I would love to know what you think. Please leave a comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Bye.